The first thing that any manager needs is self-confidence. And confidence is something that you can build up in a very straightforward way. I use a tool called the Triangle of Confidence. And the Triangle of Confidence gives us 3 points from which to build your self-confidence. And the first of them is self-talk. You know, the way that there's always stuff going on in your head. You're always commenting on what's going on. One of the things that most of us do is we kind of notice everything that goes wrong and we beat ourselves up about it. There's this constant little voice in our head jabbering on about how bad we are at doing things, how we're going to fail, how we're not working hard enough. If you were going to pay a coach to give you a constant stream of good advice, you wouldn't pay for that. What you'd pay for is what you'd get from your very best friends. A constant stream of reassuring advice, constantly telling you that you are prepared, that you've worked hard to be where you are and you deserve the place you have. Self-talk is the first point of the confidence triangle. And if you use self-talk to constantly reassure yourself that you are in control, that you do have the resources you need, and that you have all of the abilities and experience that will allow you to succeed, then that's the start to great self-confidence. The second corner of the Triangle of Confidence is your ability to picture events in your mind before they even happen. And in preparing for any important event, one of the most valuable short exercises that you can do is to play that event through in your mind like a movie. In your mind, imagine what's going to happen and set up the movie so that you, as the star of that movie, succeed in what you're trying to do. And once you've played that through 2 or 3 times, then allow complications to arise in the scenario that you're considering. And as you're considering that scenario, picture yourself overcoming those complications and challenges with style and panache. Because here's the secret about your brain that makes this work. The human brain is pretty much unable to distinguish between reality and fantasy. And if you picture something with enough detail, if you hear the sounds and see the sights as they really would be, then your brain assumes that that's really happened in some way. So when you come to the real situation, it's as if in your brain that situation's already happened and it's been a success. So you feel confident and your body language exudes that confidence, and that builds for the reality of success. The third corner of the Triangle of Confidence is your physiology, the way that you use your body. To build confidence in advance of an event, then in the run-up to that event, take yourself off somewhere quiet and give yourself a couple of moments in a power pose. A power pose is the kind of posture that affects your hormone balance in a positive way. For both men and women, it pumps up the amount of testosterone in your system, giving you enhanced confidence and assertiveness. And it also suppresses cortisol. And cortisol is a stress drug that runs through our systems when we feel tense and nervous. So by suppressing cortisol in a power pose, we increase our confidence. And importantly, we increase the confidence that we give out to the people around us. So what are power poses? Well, power poses are the classic dominance postures. So, for example, they might be a standing posture, like hands on hips and legs apart. Or they may be a seated posture, with your hands at the back of your head, maybe even your feet up. If you allow your legs to come slightly wider apart than normal, that in itself is a power pose. Quite simply, these are the assertive dominance postures that certain males adopt in order to intimidate others. If you adopt those postures in a private situation for a couple of minutes in the run-up to going on stage if you're presenting, or going to an important meeting, or sitting down with a colleague when you want to tackle a tricky situation, what that will do is suppress the cortisol, increase the testosterone, and you will feel more confident and exude more confidence. And a second aspect of physiology is your posture. If you stand upright, if your body posture is open and symmetric, that will not only show people that you are confident, but that will also keep the right balance of hormones running through your system. So, to summarise, there are 4 things that you can do to give you the self-confidence you want. Self-talk. Be your own coach. Give yourself supportive, confidence-building messages about your readiness and capability and resources. Picturing success, running a video in your mind of the situation ahead of time. Adopting power poses shortly before the event. And finally, walking tall, holding your body upright, keeping the right balance of hormones in your system. Self-confidence is an important first step for any new manager.